Hello, YouTubers, friends, compatriots, bootlickers, shills, dust, stars, cousins, vassals. Forsooth, I say unto you, it is I, a useful idiot. And today I want to talk about the passing of Peter O'Toole. My regulars, of course, know that I'm a history buff and that one of my main loves is music, but I'm also quite the fan of cinema. And I wouldn't normally do a video about someone considered a celebrity, or certainly somebody in Hollywood, or somebody in the film industry, because for the most part, I could pick it apart like a rotting carcass. What's wrong with Hollywood and the film industry? But that said, Peter O'Toole is way bigger than the film industry. He is a movie star, and not only that, Peter O'Toole was one of the greatest actors who ever lived. And as one might suspect, one of the greatest actors who ever lived actually didn't star in that many movies. He just had a bumpy ride. But it started off big with 1962 in Lawrence of Arabia. And if that was the only movie that Peter O'Toole ever made, his legend would still be completely intact. A staggering achievement by everybody involved with that movie. But Peter O'Toole's presence was truly something to behold. And he went on to star in quite a few other excellent movies, including Shakespeare interpretations. And I still think there's no match on this planet for someone who could read Shakespeare and recite Shakespeare as well as Peter O'Toole. So he went on to some pretty powerful performances in movies like Beckett, Lord Jim, The Lion and Winter, Night of the Generals, and The Ruling Class. And but he also was in some pretty questionable movies like High Spirits and Phantoms. But he said that he would take movies and bring his best to the table, even if it wasn't a good role. And so his good roles were few and far between. But the fact that there's 7 or 8 over his career that are truly magnificent is worthwhile enough. One of my personal favorites is The Ruling Class. I recommend it to everyone. There's a scene there where, without any sort of makeup or any sort of devices or CGI or anything else, there's a scream that Peter O'Toole does in that movie that's one of the most frightening things you'll ever see on a movie screen. And then to top it off, not only did he do all those wonderful movies, but several years ago, well into his late 70s, he made a movie called Venus, and it still had everything that was ever wonderful about Peter O'Toole in that movie, and an Oscar-worthy performance, which he was nominated. But he only got a Lifetime Achievement Oscar. He never won one in 8 nominations before that. And truly he must be one of the greatest artists, if they could never quite give him one of their peer group awards. But Venus is a very moving experience. I also recommend that to anyone who's interested. And we can see Peter O'Toole actually writing his own eulogy, facing his own mortality in that movie. So I lament the passing of Peter O'Toole at the age of 81. Truly a staggering figure in movie history. I'm a useful idiot. Don't you be one too.